Hey, good night, my people. What's up? Hope and trust that all is going good. Just watching the basketball game. We're in halftime, and I decided I'd do a video. I've been meaning to do it, but I'm just now getting the time. Today is what? Friday, Friday the 22nd day of May, 2026, and the time right now is 1 minute before the 10 p.m. hour. And as you will see there on my backdrop, it was reported in the regional press that three nationals from CARICOM member countries, Jamaica and Belize, had been transferred from the United States to St. Kitts St. Kitts and Nevis, sorry, under a memorandum of understanding that was signed with Washington. I think this information broke on Tuesday of this week. Um, well, from what I've read coming out of St. Kitts, it was only after the persons in them have had landed that a statement was put out by the government of St. Kitts, and I've been following online the fallout from that. But that got me to thinking. We here on Antigua and Barbuda happened to learn about it, the Prime Minister being on his radio station on a Saturday. And that's when we heard that there was discussions, there was no agreement signed, there was a memorandum of understanding, blah 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 blah. I haven't heard much officially about that, or I haven't heard much from the government about that. I listened to the cabinet press briefing. I scanned through it. I don't remember hearing anything, any questions put to Mr. Merchant by the quote unquote journalists, and I haven't seen nothing in the newspaper. So it got me to thinking, and I decided that I was going to put some questions to our Prime Minister, Gaston Brown, in this matter. Our first question that I want to put to you, Gaston, is have any agreement or have an agreement or memorandum of understanding been signed with Washington? That's the first question I would like to put to you, sir. Also, if so, if there is such, what have you and you, quote unquote, your government or the government of Antigua and Barbuda, what have you committed our country to? What have you committed our country to? Um, Number of people, where they're coming from, what country they're coming from. What have you committed us to, Prime Minister? And if not, if nothing has been signed, what is the state of the present discussion? Where exactly are you and Washington? Where exactly you all stand right now in relation to what discussion is ongoing? If that there's no agreement, and if there is an agreement, if there is an agreement, when will that agreement be shared with the public so that the public can read that agreement for themselves? These are just some questions that I have for you, Prime Minister. Also, Prime Minister, where will these people be settled? What communities will they be settled in? For instance, will any of them be settled in Blue Waters? Will any of them be settled in Coolidge? Will any of them be settled in Marble Hill? Will any of them be settled in Hodges Bay, where you live, Prime Minister? Where will these people be settled? Um, Also, what monies will Antigua, our country, be receiving in order to have these people in our island or on our island? What monies are we receiving if we're going to receive any monies from the United States to go towards the settlement of these persons? Or is it that is going to be taxpayers' burden? Um, I would like to know, Prime Minister, I would like to know that. And I would also like to know, sir, when will you address and or update the nation officially on this matter? When will you be doing that? And I'm putting these questions to you, Prime Minister, because I remember the debacle with Chet. when Chet was saying something in his ministry, and you said is you and the man who became the chancellor for a university in Guyana. So that's why I'm putting this question to you, Prime Minister. As you would say, the buck stops with you. So I'm looking forward to an update in relation to those questions. Also, I find that, I mean, it goes beyond saying that this is a very concerning matter. And I hope that each of us individually in the different constituencies will put questions to our representatives on this issue. And if needs be, to bring pressure to bear that these representatives meet with the constituents to update the constituents and have a discussion with the constituents on that. I have written to my member of parliament, that's Charles, I think it's Charles, the first name is Charles, right? Charles Max Fernandez. I have written to him on it. I will await to hear what his answers are. If you don't get no answers, I'll post it on my Facebook page, both Facebook pages, because I think that we as individual citizens need to look into our interests and not look to political parties to do what we are supposed to do. If political parties want to come along, so be it. But we have an obligation, in my opinion, to write to your member of parliament. Let's see what he or she is saying. And if we need to let them know exactly how we feel, let's do that. Because this situation can go sideways. It might have been a week or so ago. I think I read a story where I never can remember this man's name now. The chancellor for the whatever he is for the Guyanese University. I never can remember his name at all. Oh Lord, what name again? Ron Saunders. Ron Saunders. Yes, that's the name. Ron Saunders. I think there was somebody wrote an article or he put out a press statement saying that the United States wanted them to take more than what they were discussing. And that is why I asked if there's any agreement, or if there's any memorandum of understanding that ought to be shared with the citizens of this country. What numbers are we talking about? Are we talking about 10, 15, 20? What numbers is America looking for us to take? Because I think it's reasonable to believe that if we are not um kind to the United States to do what the United States wants in certain aspects, um it's certainly not going to get no better where we are with our visa situation. Um I'm not debating. America can do whatever America wants to do with America. I don't have a problem with that because I believe that Antigua should be able to do with Antigua what it wants to do. That's my belief. So, this hide up thing. No. Let us not go down that road. Just like when in St. Kitts, let St. Kitts be our guide. Not when then come in, then the government is putting out the statement. Right? No. Again, let's wait and see what happens. I'm not gonna lose no sleep over it. Um, let's wait and see. Put it to them officially. Let's wait and see, and let's wait and see what the wider population think of the situation, right? And you know me, when it comes to democracy, whatever the majority say, so be it. My people, have a good night. Enjoy your weekend and rest well. Big up yourself.